morning. It's KCHW 102.7. It's Scott, well, half of Scott and Gene on your morning show. We had our cameras tore out of the studio. If you're watching on Vaughn TV or YouTube this morning, we took the cameras out of the studio for our tryouts for Kchw Got Talent, which we've been through 2 rounds of tryouts. We have all of our contestants ready for the big show this Saturday night. We're going to be rolling out those contestant names in just a little bit.
Oh, so that means all of Stevens County gets to hear who is competing.
In Stevens County. See how that works? It's kind of mysterious that way. All right. Yeah, very exciting. We've got the talent all lined up. We are back on full power this morning.
Wait.
If you haven't noticed.
You did not put enough fanfare on that.
All right.
Oh my goodness. We're back to full power. There. That's a little better.
All right.
We're in stereo.
Okay, so I'll just turn you all the way to the left, okay?
Oh, jeez.
Wow. All right. So Gene is on the left of you, and then I'll be on the right. How's that? We can make people dizzy while they're driving.
Oh, that is just trippy. That was weird. Really weird to hear myself in one ear and you in the other.
I know. Kind of like splits your brain in half.
It's kind of like shoulder angel and shoulder devil, and you're the devil.
Do it, Gene. Do it.
Hey, wait,
it, Gene. Do it. You can do it. It's all right. He'll forgive you.
That's pretty good.
All right. I could have got real creepy there and said, Gene. And you said, who is this? And I go, God, Gene. And then I start giving you directions.
Hey, at least you didn't go, giggity.
Who is this? I'll give you one guess. Giggity.
I had no idea Quagmire was a shoulder devil.
Yes. You had no idea I was a shoulder devil. All right, so
I've always known that.
We should do some weather, and then the kids are back at school and all that stuff. And you're going to dig this weather forecast, Gene.
I am?
Yes, you're going to take it around downtown. You're going to spin it around. You're going to flip it upside down, and you're going to go, yeah, this is it.
Sunny weather? Camping weather? Hiking weather?
Okay, let's not call it sunny weather.
Okay,
but let's call it rain-free weather. Which might not be too big, we need it in the spring. But we do have, according to the forecast this morning, we do have 5 days of no rain and temperatures in the 60s, and by Saturday, 73.
Wow.
So we start out at 60 today and 35 for an overnight low. Then tomorrow, a few more clouds, but still no rain in the forecast, at least they're saying right now, 62 and 36. Then Thursday, partly cloudy, Friday, partly cloudy, and let's see, Thursday, 65, Friday, 68, Saturday, 73, still keeping the partly cloudy skies. All right.
Now,
maybe a little breezy Wednesday and Thursday.
Yeah. Now, people are probably going to shoot me for this.
Yeah.
Other than the mushroom hunters will love it. My boys were asking me, how come there's not very many morels right now? So, because we need some warm rain and lots of warm rain, and then a really, really super warm spell to make them grow.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that how it works?
Yeah, we've only found like one small, dinner's worth so far. And we have others, but, they're growing and quite slowly and small. And
all right.
Yeah.
So I think we're only up to maybe like 20 so far, but the highest number, and we're still 4 days out from the big show, 20 tickets online. I think that's the most we've ever sold on the internet.
Wow.
Because we don't have them at store locations, so you can either buy them at the internet or take your chances that you don't get in.
Oh.
Because seating is limited at the Package Center. And, there was a couple times we did the show at the Civic Center. We had over 200 people. The most we're going to be able to get in to the Package Center is a little under 200.
Oh, wow.
So and then we have, seats that are reserved for sponsors, because we got some really cool sponsors. The Ludwigs, the Larsons, the Haydens, and the Evans, and they all kicked in big chunks of cash as the prize money for everybody.
Wow.
So they're really the ones that are making this happen, and they get to sit wherever they want.
Well, and the Larsons alone, that's a big crew.
Yeah, that could take up a whole row. And if they bring relatives, we're really in trouble. So there's some free seats that are going out the door too.
For the sponsors and their families.
Yes. So seating is limited. I would advise you to get them online. In fact, once we hit 150 online, I'll turn it off, because those last few seats will need to be saved so that we have enough tickets for sale for contestants, family members, and that kind of stuff, to make sure that those people get in.
Okay,
now,
so
the other thing is we need bodies in the seats, because this is a live broadcast. And this week we're going to look funny because we're only going to have one camera, and I don't have it set up very well right now. But that is because we're going to be setting up stuff at the Kchw Am Center for the Arts, and we are going to broadcast it live through our websites, both audio and video. So this is a televised broadcast from the Kchw Am Center for the Arts. This is the first time the Kchw Am Center from the Arts is going to have a live televised broadcast.
Wow.
So it's going to be on YouTube, on our websites through Vaughn TV, and of course we'll have it on the radio too. And you can be part of the live studio audience. So there you go. That's pretty cool.
So here's the thing.
Yeah.
I know that there are some people in this area, especially considering, we're including Stevens County, who are not technologically savvy. So what if they can't go to the website? I'm just curious.
Then they better get some tickets.
Okay. So where do they go for those tickets?
They're going to have to come see Scott with cash.
Okay. There we go. So for those who are not technologically advanced or savvy,
yes,
you can come to the radio
and
station and hit up Scott.
Since it is a small county, there might be a chance that I know you. And I'll probably even take it on your good faith.
So
and reserve some tickets for you. So the office line 935-6627. Nobody answers. Leave a message. It'll go right to the volunteer phone, and it'll say, "You've reached the volunteer phone. Please leave a message," and someone will call you back shortly.
There we go.
So if you want tickets, we can do it that way. I did have a message from somebody that said they were really uncomfortable on the website because that when you go to it, because they haven't downloaded the new feature into our server that makes it show that it's secure. So I guess it's popping up with how some websites you go to now. About 6 months ago, they did new protocols, and I haven't updated our server, so it still says not secure. So she was worried about buying the tickets, but actually, when you click on that ticket, it takes you to PayPal, which is totally secure.
Yeah.
So there's no worries there. It's not like you're going through some mysterious shopping cart or something like that.
Some weird hinky thing.
Yeah, you're actually going to go to PayPal. So all legit, and you know how PayPal works. Yeah, you can cancel your stuff and all sorts of creepy things. All right. Shh. But PayPal is totally. I've been using PayPal for 15 years.
Yeah, PayPal is pretty easy.
And people talk about getting your identity stolen online. From day one, I've been shopping on the internet. Never had my identity stolen on the internet, but I have by going to thrift stores in Spokane.
Yeah. You have to be more worried about people who have those card reader thingies.
Yes.
And when you're shopping, or even, something as simple as getting gas. That happened at a gas station down in the Tri-Cities.
Oh, yeah.
Where somebody had one of those things, and everybody who entered
those
their...
things.
I don't know what they're called, but...
I have two of them.
Yeah, there was somebody that was sitting out there that everybody who entered their debit card PIN number at the pump, they managed to have access to all of their accounts and was cleaning out accounts like crazy.
They put one of those little add-on things that you don't notice.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, and they managed to
cool. I guess
some
criminal developed like a cover, and I don't know if the new chip technology, if that changed it, because this was maybe about a year and a half ago, that they would go up to a gas pump and put it right over the card slot, and it was like a second reader. So when you put your card into the gas pump, you were going through their reader and then the gas pump's reader.
Wow.
Yeah, so the criminals get awful clever in stealing your money.
They
the good
do.
part of it is when you're using your debit card, the only thing that the bank can ever come after you for or make you liable for is a maximum of $50.
Yeah.
Which, in this day and age, that could be life-changing, but at least they're not, going, they, drained your account of $2,000 and you're not getting any of it back. They can't do that to you. So that's kind of a safety net.
Well, and I usually tell people, just as a security measure, don't use your debit card as a debit card at pumps. Just run them like your credit card.
Ah.
Yeah, that's
Then they're not getting your PIN number.
That's right. They're not getting your PIN number.
Oh, that's a good idea,
So,
Look at the gas lady.
Hey, you learn things along the way.
I called you gas lady.
I know. But at least I'm not the gassy lady.
Oh, that's true.
See, it could be worse.
Can you believe it's almost time for May?
Oh, my goodness. Oh, I still haven't done breakfast and lunch.
Oh, go do breakfast and lunch, Jean.
Yeah. So for breakfast this morning, today is the 30th, right? Wow. You're getting a cinnamon bun with cereal, fresh fruit juice, and your choice of milk. And for lunch, it's chicken quesadillas. I love saying that. Quesadilla.
You're pretty good at it, too.
Yeah, Mexican rice, corn, fresh veggies, fresh fruit, and, of course, your choice of milk. Chicken quesadilla.
We're going to get you a job at the Spanish restaurant since you enjoy that so much.
Oh, no,
words.
there's a lot of words that I can't say there.
All right.
But I can say pollo.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, so I wanted to go back to the talent show. Just because there's so much going on all inside of that whole deal. Because now this year, it happens on May the 4th, so the Star Wars holiday. We've been talking about that. We got the goofy promos. May the 4th be with you. But there is a costume contest.
Yes.
For the audience. I was looking at some banter, somebody who skipped the tryouts. And we talked about this a lot on the air. That she said she was going to do the tryouts, and then she said she wasn't because she couldn't come up with a Star Wars theme. And I was like, oh, man. So many people, I feel the calls of people call up and say, does my act have to do something with Star Wars? No, this is just for the audience. And it's a costume contest.
It's for our entertainment.
Yes. And I have located, by the way, just so you know, I have located 2 stormtroopers.
You did?
As doormen.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Are they gonna have guns too?
Yeah. They're on the couch. Didn't you see the rifles?
No.
You didn't see the laser rifles on the couch?
No.
All right.
I'm gonna have to go look.
Just saying. Mm-hmm. They're waiting there for you. So a lot of special things in the show. Of course, the Star Wars holiday, and we're gonna have some fun with that. Mm-hmm. We have a brand new host this year. He is going to be in the studios tomorrow and doing the morning show with us.
Bill Barnes.
Bill Barnes. Yes.
Bill Barnes.
So excited about Bill as the new host of Kchw's Got Talent. He's gonna do an awesome job, and I love watching him in his plays. And he's got great stage presence. And I am so thrilled that I get to. You know, somebody asked me, I was handing out jobs the other day, and they said, well, what are you doing? I mean, and I said, yeah, I think this year, actually, I'm just going to watch. And try to make sure, hover over everybody's shoulder and try to make sure it goes okay.
That's not what you're just going to be doing.
Well, it's nice this year that hopefully by the time the show rolls around, I just got to sit back and see if it goes off.
Just make sure all the cameras are rolling and all the sound is good.
Yeah. And it's really cool, too, because the PACA Center has sound and lights people. And they've have volunteered to do their jobs for our show too.
Really?
So I didn't have to find the sound person and the light person or train anybody or anything like that. So that's going to be real handy.
Well, that'll make it a lot easier.
Yeah. So if you've got a show coming up, what a great place to think about doing it. Our new Kchw Center for the Arts.
Yeah.
Just get in touch with PACA and rent that thing. That's right. All right. So the brand new host, a performance for magician and judge Eric Stevens. Mm-hmm. We have a special May the 4th be with you themed performance from Bradley's Taekwondo.
That's going to be fun.
I imagine. Oh, do you think? Lightsabers? Lightsabers. All right, get your tickets right now. Be part of the live studio audience as we simulcast this event through YouTube and our online video and audio feeds. Of course, here at home, too, on KCHW 102.7. Tickets, $15 for the general public. But if you have had the forethought to support public radio, you Radio Guild members out there, you know who you are. Your tickets, only $10.
Wow. $5 discount if you're a Radio Guild member.
If you are a member. General public, most people right now buying tickets for $15.
Or you can get your membership and then get your discount.
I did see Nancy scoot in there, though, and get her membership ticket for just $10. All right,
But you see, so
if you're buying like 8 tickets for your family,
get a membership.
You'll save a few bucks, okay?
Yeah. you would actually be saving money by getting a membership.
Yes.
And then getting your tickets.
Yes. And you can do that all online at kchw.org or northernlightspublicradio.com. There you go. Nice plug, Gene. Great lead and great way to tie it all up. And now you can support the arts, you can support PACA, and you can support all volunteer Northern Lights Public Radio in one swoop. All right. Mm-hmm. The other thing that's going to go on this year, people might remember it. There's been confusion. There's been arguing. There's been people that wanted their money back. It's the People's Choice Award.
The ever controversial.
Oh, it is so controversial. So how the People's Choice Award work? This is fun. So everybody that's in the show, which we're going to roll out this morning before it's over with, everybody that's in the show gets a link on the website, and people can vote. It's $1 a vote, so you can throw $10 into their pot, 10 votes. This is a fundraiser for public radio, and we say it over and over, but people still get confused. It is a fundraiser for public radio, and it is the People's Choice Award, okay? So what happens is people put money in the bags.
Yep.
All right. And whoever has the most money at their bags at the end of the show when the judges' vote gets tallied, they win the People's Choice Award. everybody who didn't win, we're taking your money that was in the bags that people voted for you because it's a fundraiser for public radio.
And there is a cap on the People's Choice Award.
It is. It's $200. Even if that bag has 400 in it, they only get 200. And the reason why is because we had some very clever people, nothing wrong with this, that had family voting. But there was a one year that where somebody had actually had like $300 or $400 in their pot before the show even started. They haven't even performed yet. Or family members, somebody sent out the link, and family members were just going and throwing money in there and voting for them, because they knew how wonderful their family member was.
Yeah.
So we did that as a way to maybe stop padding.
Yeah.
Although it could have been a mistake, we could have made more. I don't know. But that is, ticket sales, and then our fundraiser for public radio as well. And if you heard this morning or didn't hear, so last Monday we had a crew from Day Wireless up at the tower, and they fixed our antenna system.
Yay!
Slapped in one brand new antenna that we needed. And then yesterday the transmitter arrived from England at, I think I boogied out of here at 3:30.
Yeah, because you came by Heiko.
Yes.
Yeah.
I boogied out of here 3:30, and by 6:45 we were back on the air in stereo at full power, covering the county. First thing I did, we have some listeners that are up at the Canadian border.
I was wondering about them this morning.
And they were very distraught when we went off the air. They said because they get no satellite, they get no data service for their phones or anything.
Up there,
they get nothing. And they said there was, and I won't throw the other radio stations on the bus. There was one from Canada, one from somewhere else, and us, the 3 radio stations they get. And they said we're the best.
Yes.
And so I really appreciated that. There are also members, and I'd saved their phone number. Very first person I called, once I got it to quit hiccuping, when you first fired up, you got to get everything tuned in and smoothed out. And once it stopped hiccuping, I called them up and I said, "Can you hear me now?" And they said, "Loud and clear."
Oh, yay.
And then friends started emailing and texting going, "You're back." So that was awesome. It was awesome. So, and it's good to be back. So people that have done ham and stuff will understand reflected power.
Yeah.
What do they call that? Standing wave ratio, all that kind of stuff. We got it dialed in really nice. Our standing wave ratio is half of what it was before. So
Good.
yeah, which is a much cleaner signal. So we're crossing our fingers and rolling it out.
Hopefully we're reaching even farther now.
Yeah, I don't
Now
think we'd
that
get any
that's-
more distance because it's only that reflective power only added back about 70 watts, so which isn't much.
Oh, okay.
But you hope that maybe in spots like where we downtown, what's weird is you can hear us all the way to the top of the pass.
Yeah.
If you go Bigelow Gulch and out Argonne, and we have a crystal clear signal in Post Falls.
Yeah.
It's just bizarre.
I have been driving up 4th of July Pass, and I'm still getting KCHW.
Yes. So you can really get it from Chihuahua to the top. And that's kind of crazy. But there's kind of a draw geographically through there. If you get up on one of the hills right here, you can look right across kind of to the left side of Mount Spokane and all the way across there. It's a draw. We get the same thing going up through Springdale, all through Medical Lake, all the way to Reardon. We get a nice draw that way, too. But for some reason, and then clear up the Canadian border. But for some reason, and it's geographical, it is because the town's set in holes. That's Colville and Deer Park, and surrounded by mountains.
Yep.
It's hard to get the signal in there. So in downtown Deer Park and downtown Colville, we're scratching. It drives me nuts. I'm going to be very curious if somebody is listening in one of those locations or goes there today and maybe tells us how our signal sounds so that I don't have to spend a bunch of gas money traversing the county.
I will text somebody in Deer Park right now.
All right. So that's a great way to do it. And feel free if you have a message and you're somewhere. I'll even throw mine out there, 675-8972, 675-8972. Send a text message to it. I don't have it in my pocket, so it's not going to go off in the studio or anything. And let us know where you're listening and how it sounds. All right. All right. I think we covered everything about the show. We got the People's Choice Award in there. Always excited about the People's Choice Award because it adds a little kind of new competition to it because the public gets to go against the judges. So that's really fun. Let's see. Don't forget, out of the show, what makes it so competitive. First place, $600. Second place, $400. Third place, $200. We also have an honorable mention in that People's Choice Award. So very exciting stuff. Also, things you can do at the event will be, if you've always wanted a membership, there will be somebody there to help you out with that, too. All right. A lot of the crew coming back. My sister and my daughter, stage crew again. I love it.
Yay!
I love it. I love
get to
it.
see Val again.
Well, what's really neat is that it's one of those things I do, and my family comes to visit and stay. So that's just kind of special because you're all stressed out and you got so much going on, and you need left and right hands and all that kind of stuff, and all of a sudden there's extra people willing to help. So,
Yay!
All right. And Lindsay has a boyfriend now, and he's one of my stormtroopers. So how fun is
really?
that? Yes. Yes. All right. And I believe actually Lindsay hasn't been on the radio in years.
Now it's been a long time.
She sat in on the morning show a lot of times when you would be gone, when she was in high school and stuff. So what's really fun is her and her boyfriend are going to join us Friday morning because he's always wanted to sit in on a radio show. So we're going to have them to pick on too, along with everything else that's going on. All right. Let's move into our bits and breaks. We're running kind of long here. What May has in store for us.
Okay.
The Force. Graduations.
Oh, yeah.
Royal Baby.
Oh, there's going to be another Royal Baby?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Friday, May 3rd on Netflix, Zac Efron is Ted Bundy.
No way.
Yes. Shockingly evil and vile.
I can't imagine
who
him.
would take that role.
No.
You know what? And that is a really bad idea because historically in television, Greg Kinnear, when he played a serial killer, ruined his career. I remember reading an article where he talked about it. It's like nobody. He kind of came out of it and started doing movies again later, but nobody would hire him after. And I can't remember which serial killer he played.
Because it suddenly gives people that creep factor, and they're creeped out when they think of you. And look at you.
Especially if you're a good actor and you did a good job at it, you just stabbed yourself in the back.
Yeah. Ooh, and what is the fascination lately with wanting to know about the in-depth mind of the serial killer? Why do people want to know that
I don't want to
stuff?
know that. That's one thing I don't watch as far as movies, is any movies about serial killers because it's
Me neither.
or terrorism or anything like that. I don't like it because it's too possibly to be true. I'd sooner watch something science fiction where maybe.
Yeah, well, I guess for me, I think there's enough darkness in the world. I don't need to bring it into my own home.
Yeah, exactly, and put that in your field. And I wish people that make serial killer movies would just stop. It's not healthy for anybody.
They're monopolizing on the morbid curiosity of people, and I just think that's gross.
I know what Daisy would say.
What?
That's negative energy.
Yeah.
And she's right. Totally right. All right, another great thing that happens in May. Think about it.
Mother's Day.
Yes.
You mean that wasn't it?
I was going in order. That big holiday south of the border that we all pretended.
Oh, Cinco de Mayo.
That's right, May 5th. There you go. And as Gene had Mother's Day on the 12th. Another big important date in May for me. I'm hoping to be on vacation because I know we're back up and running at full power, but I've had 3 months of terror. I've had 3 months of terror in my life. I'm going on vacation. And while I'm on vacation, I plan to see that new Keanu Reeves movie, John Wick 3. Okay.
Oh, that looks good.
Yes, it does. And I realize that could be some negative energy, but I'm taking it.
That's just some good old-fashioned violence.
Those John Wick movies are just, wow, they are
action.
too much. But
action.
Yes. All right.
It makes the Mission Impossible like kind of like impossibly hilarious.
All right.
Yeah.
And then to top off May, the best thing ever on the 31st, new Godzilla movie.
Oh, geez.
How long have we been waiting for How long have we been waiting for a good Godzilla movie? I hope this is it.
No, I'm done. How many can they make?
I don't know. I did like the old one from like the 80s, or it was like the 90s with Matthew Broderick. That one was okay. But
Well, it had the old guy, Godzilla.
yes.
Godzilla.
Exactly.
See, that one I did like too.
You did.
That's
You're
the only
really
one
good at that.
that I liked.
Okay.
Godzilla. I've unfortunately watched that movie numerous times.
I
don't like Godzilla movies.
I made the mistake of clicking on the new cartoon one on Netflix. I like Godzilla so much. That was not a good idea. It was really, really bad.
You were really hard up for entertainment, weren't you?
Well, I've been hard up for a new Godzilla movie. I've been waiting for 30 years for a good one.
So I'm just going to be very thankful that I'm going to be off the grid at Between the Rivers while that movie comes out.
Why? You don't like Godzilla movies?
Like I told you, I've only liked that one. Only the one.
Which is the one?
There can be only one. The Matthew Broderick one.
Oh, that was the only one you liked.
Yes, that was the only one I have ever liked.
Wonder what Matthew Broderick would have to say about that.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. All right, that didn't work out, but thanks for staying with me on that. I'm ready. I'm ready in any second to launch it, though. So, yes, we'll wrap up May with the Godzilla movie, and it'll be very exciting, and everybody's going to love it, and it'll sound like...
What?
Maybe that's what ruins it.
I think that's what ruins it, because that makes my ears just want to bleed.
All right.
You know, but have you noticed
Yes.
that St. Patrick's Day, we're all Irish. Cinco de Mayo, we're all Spanish.
Oh.
You notice that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so for every holiday, we keep, like, changing, you know.
We're going to have to talk to
Our
Joe and
nationality.
see if there's a Polish holiday.
Yeah, right?
I'm Polish for a day.
Oh, Oktoberfest.
That's a day where everybody just runs into each other. All right,
They're
Gene. Fun
eating
and
their brats and drinking beer.
Yep. Fun and games. We're going to get out of this for a bit. All right.
Okay.
Fun and games. And I figure you could do this one, Derby horse or not. Kentucky Derby is on Saturday. Easy for me to say. The Kentucky Derby runs on Saturday.
I won't be able to say whether they're an actual horse or not because they have crazy, freakish names.
Oh, well, $238 million will be wagered this Saturday.
Oh, my gosh. Okay.
All right. 120,000 mint juleps will be served.
Mint juleps? Is
It's
that
popular
like
in the
thing?
South, baby. It is.
Okay.
Yeah. 1,000 pounds of fresh mint and 600 pounds of ice are required to make those mint juleps.
Wow.
11.7 million minutes, the amount of streaming that'll be done, of people watching it online.
Okay.
Making it the most streamed derby ever. The winner will take home $1.86 million. All right.
Wow. Okay.
And you will pay $500 to $1,000 for a high-end Kentucky Derby hat. 90% of female spectators wear hats. That is a high-end money gambling sport.
Wow.
And now you tell me whether the horse is real or not. Warm blanket.
That can't be a real name.
It's not. Win.
It's an idiot if it's a real name.
It is an idiot. You're right. The Gray Magician.
I'm going to say it's probably a real name.
It is.
Because I knew a mare by the name of the Gray Goose who was actually quite a good racehorse when I was a kid. That's when I followed racing, when I was a kid.
I caught a gray goose one time. Golden Ring.
No.
No. Omaha Beach.
No.
Oh, that one's real.
Really?
Yeah. Spongy Bob.
I'm going to say yeah.
Nope.
No? Dang it.
Roadster.
Roadster? That'd be a stupid name.
It's real, though.
Oh, my goodness.
Maximum Security.
I want to say no, but it's probably real.
It is real.
Okay.
Lucy Loves Flowers.
Not real.
Correct. Improbable. What a funny name to name your work. What's your racehorse's name? Improbable.
Oh,
Have you seen him? He's got 3 legs.
I'm going to say somebody probably did name their horse that because...
They did.
You know, it all has to do with that, you know, the longer the odds you can get on your horse...
The more money
you're going to make. And so, yeah, they would name them that just so people would be like, I'm going to, you know, bet on the oddball guy.
The last 2 that were fake, Mother's Heartbreak and Bookworm.
Buckworm.
And our last one that was real, Long Range Toddy.
Long Range Toddy. Wow.
All right. One trivia question for Gene.
Only one?
According to a recent study, what is the #1 U.S. city that people misspell?
Misspell? Topeka.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh, that's a good one, too. They had Pittsburgh was the first guess, and it says, nope, it's, what? Really?
Is it Spokane?
It's Pittsburgh.
Oh, it is Pittsburgh.
It is Pittsburgh.
How can people misspell Pittsburgh?
I thought it would be Albuquerque.
Oh, yeah, that would be a tough one.
Yeah, who knows? If you know how to spell Albuquerque, yeah, you're a whiz. Because I'm looking at the word right now, and there's no way I would have got close to that.
Wow.
Albuquerque. Albuquerque.
Wow. Yeah, that one would be a tougher one.
Hey, you know what the old folks say around here? Sounds like there should be some K's in that word.
But Pittsburgh?
Pittsburgh. It doesn't seem that hard to me.
It's people forgot the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid.
Or
Jeez.
their brain is gone.
It's just gone.
All right.
They're dead, Jim. They're all dead.
Thank you. All right, coming up in our next, let's devote our next break to rolling out the contestants.
Oh, contestants.
And some of the things we noticed about them during tryouts. Okay? Some of those tryouts, it's always grainy video, and there's some YouTube videos out there. Didn't go too smooth. We had lots of bugs to work out of the portable system. But there are videos up there, and I did take all the ones from last Saturday that made it into the show and loop them together. So it's kind of like one long one. All right. There you go. There's that. And we're going to do this with Jukebox the Ghost and Everybody's Lonely. And thanks for listening to Full Power, KCHW 102.7. Let's do that Arnold thing and do it, huh? We're back.
Oh, no, that's not how you say it. I'll be back.
Well, we are back. There you go.